I want to talk about how dating apps have completely ruined dating for Gen Z. You know, they were designed to help people fall in love and find their person, but instead they've turned everyone into commitment-fearing zombies who can't even hold a conversation. Let me break it down. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm going to be grinding a lot on this channel, trying to get that play button and deliver the best content I can for you guys. So I think the first problem that dating apps bring to the table is that they've turned dating into a buffet. You know, you're not trying to find the one, you're just scrolling through endless profiles like it's a menu. Oh, like she's cute, but let's see what else is out there. And next thing you know, you swipe through 300 people and now you're too tired to actually talk to anyone. It's sort of turned dating into...
Yeah, I always say, like, things become way more complicated when people have the perception that they have options. Like, that shit, like, dating apps really fuck your head up. It'll be a girl that, like, if she came up to you in real life, or even vice versa, it could be a man, girl, whatever. Realistically, if she came up to you in real life, you're not turning her down. But you saw so much fucking fine shit on the app, you like, damn, son. Like, that shit low-key fucks up your perception. So now you just scrolling, and then you only have a limited amount of matches unless you pay. So now you definitely gotta move a little bit more strategic with who you like. But then the reality sets in, it's like, damn, son. I just gave all my likes to these girls that are pretty as shit. But they're getting likes from hundreds of people, so it's like, fuck. Do I use my likes to get something attainable, or do I use my likes to just shoot my shot and put up a fucking half-court shot just because shorty was pretty? You know, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Like a mass Costco sampling experience where it's like you're
Ryback
walking
mentioned
into the grocery store and instead of actually purchasing groceries or having a list of things you're looking for, you're kind of just floating around going from sample to sample, deciding on what you might like. It's like a very weird way to go about your love life. And I know that a lot of people don't even use the apps for dating or for love. Like they're just looking for a one-night fling, which is a separate conversation in itself.
That's true too. Not everyone's there for the same
intention.
intention.
Looking for that are literally forced to use Tinder, which is mostly used for hookups and stuff.
Literally,
because
yeah.
It's the biggest app. It has the most people on it. So you kind of got to pick your poison. You can either use some random app that nobody's heard of with the likelihood of the quality of the person being higher and not
real life isn't
DTF.
better either. Well, I mean, like, it depends. Like, I don't think everyone has the same experience in real life, for one. And then on top of that, you got to understand, like, well, yeah, really, not everyone has the same experience, right? You might work at a supermarket and it's like, you feel me, it ain't shit there. And then it might be another nigga that he's in a whole nother aspect of life to where, yeah, I don't know, it's hard. I don't feel like it's a one-size-fits-all situation, man. I can't lie, but what's hard about it for you in real life, bro? What's going on? Tinder is only good for a guy if you look like a supermodel. Low-key, I ain't even gonna lie. Or like if you pay for it, I know you get like a lot of priority. You're gonna end up on more people's feeds, so inevitably you'll probably get somebody. But yeah, honestly, and even if you look like a supermodel, you might look like a supermodel, but your pictures aren't that great. Or she might nitpick your height. It's just a bunch of shit, bro. You're putting yourself on a plate, and it's not good for your self-esteem, man.
With the downside being you get like one match every 3 weeks, or you can use Tinder, get a lot more matches, but a lot of them are just no interest in actual dating or
they deleted the app.
Are you
too.
really
That's
the
a
last
big
person
thing
to
on
find
Tinder.
out
There's a
about
bunch of
the Skip Ads
inactive
Forever
fucking
button?
people on
This
there.
is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've...
So you end up using Tinder because that's what everybody's on, and it's now the case that your dating perception is totally skewed and weird. Let's say you match with someone you think is pretty. Are you just gonna like only message that person now? Are you gonna stop? Why would you, right? Because there's thousands of new profiles you can swipe through for something better. And even if you go on a date with that person, why would you delete the app after the date, right? You're gonna keep Tinder on your phone until it's a lock. I think the reason for this extends past Tinder. I think that has to do with the fear of commitment that everybody has now because of either a very bad relationship they've had previously or they've been ghosted. There is some truth into not putting...
Or like, once again, when you have all these options, you're susceptible to think about the idea that like, okay, what if all these options that I'm looking at are better? You're not focused on or dialed down on what's in your face, essentially. And that's the thing, like, and that's the thing too, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, sometimes you'll be talking to someone on Tinder and like, you know, you'll meet up with them and this shit is valid. That shit happened to me a lot of time. Well, not Tinder, more so like Hinge. Like, I'll talk to people on there and then it'll be valid, have a good connection, and then out of nowhere y'all just stop talking. And then, it's not for the faint of the weak, because a lot of, fucking incel ass niggas gonna be like, yeah, why did she start talking to me? Maybe I wasn't good enough for her. You know how that should go. But then, like, as the game keeps going on, you come to realize, like, yo, she's on a dating app. She got a lot of options. She probably found a better option than you. But honestly, bro, you can't even really dwell on shit like that. You just kind of gotta charge it to the game, because, shit, you don't got enough money on your card.
Putting all your eggs in one basket. Like, you don't want to make a girl or a guy your everything when you don't know them that well, because if you're not on the same page, that can totally fuck with you. But I think things have swung so far in the other direction that a little bit more commitment throughout the dating world would go a long way, which kind of leads into the ghosting epidemic, which is like, ghosting is the official sport of Gen Z. You match, you chat for 2 days, you're planning a date, and then boom, they vanish. No explanation, no goodbye, they're just gone. It's kind of crazy. I've heard so many people justify this kind of behavior in like weird ways. Like, they're saying, well, you're not entitled to a response or a conversation or something, which is like, will you be handcuffed if you do not respond to somebody's message after responding to them for like, a week and leading them on? No. But it's a dick move. It's just fucking rude. And it's like so normal. Like, you tell someone, oh yeah, I ghosted him or I ghosted her. It's like, oh, okay. Like, it's just like a, nod and keep it moving.
I guess it's just a vulnerability thing. For one, like, you don't know these people, so technically you don't owe them an explanation, especially like when the stakes aren't that high. I don't know, man. I'm indifferent towards this one. Because do I always feel like it's worth explaining the truth to somebody that you don't know like that? Fuck no. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, I've had people that I met on a dating app get upset that they seen the fucking dating app in my phone. It's like, bitch, this is how we fucking met. Right? And I'm supposed to text this same girl and be on some shit to where it's like, oh, I ghosted you because I found someone better than you, or like, no, like, no, like, sometimes it's just like, it's better to just leave. Now, if y'all were talking for like a month, 2 months to like where you actually gain some level of like respect for this person, definitely, yeah, like, you should probably tell them like, yeah, this probably isn't gonna work or something like that. But like a week, I don't really give a fuck. But then again, it's how it affects other people. 7 years ago, I probably would have felt the same way, bro. So I don't know.
Moving sort of thing. I'm like kind of surprised at that. That's just like a shitty thing to do, get someone's hopes and expectations up. And the crazy thing is too, like one time I had a friend who was matching with this girl and I thought she was pretty. I was like, hey, good job, man. And a week later, she ghosted him and I'm like, well, let me see the text, let me go do a play-by-play analysis, see where you may have dropped the ball or fumbled. And I couldn't really find anything. I mean, he was playing by the book and I was just kind of confused. We were both
nah, but you never truly know, and that's why like it's not even worth debating about. Like, you could probably try to look and see like, oh, maybe this happened, maybe they were like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They don't even be knowing half of the time why they do it, bro. It could be because they found someone else. It could be a perceived better option. It could just be, nigga, they ex came back. You never know. It's not worth stressing about. It's not.
Scratching our heads in unison, so we just ended up concluding that she was hoeing around or something. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Was changed to where like if you don't fuck with someone, you can just tell them, hey, like, I'm not really vibing. Have a good one though. Wish you the best of luck. Like, I've only been ghosted like a few times, and it's never really affected me. But I've seen the effects it can have on people, and it's like,
yeah, I know a lot of people get really upset about
one
that.
Sentence being like, yeah, it's not for me, would avoid so many crash outs. Now, on that note, a lot of people look fucking stupid on dating apps. I'll say it. Like these bios, a lot of these prompts that people do, absolutely just foolishness.
No, for sure.
Like, okay, why would I want to swipe right on you if I go to your bio and it says, I'm here to ruin your life? Goodbye. Like, okay.
Unpopular opinion. I ain't even gonna, like, she's probably gonna get a few niggas off of that. Because, well, for one, some niggas, they like crazy women. They like that whole thing of like, oh, I'm gonna ruin your life. I'm gonna, like, for one, like, that's just a thing that people like. Then, of course, there's the fact that, like, a lot of these things are conversation starters. They're not actually 8 times out of 10. They're not 6 times out of 10. They're not actually reflected based upon how these people actually are. But it's like, it's a conversation starter, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, when I had Hinge, I would leave like stupid ass shit in there, bro. Like, I'd probably say some, like, you say some real shit like, yeah, on Sunday I like to play golf, or Saturdays I like to do this. And it's like, all right, cool, whatever. The moment you put some shit like, I want a girl to fuck my mental up, suddenly they start replying. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just negativity sells, I guess. Shit. I'll be getting matches, but oh god, I'll be getting matches, but it goes nowhere at this point. Fuck all that shit. I mean, it happens. It happens. Yeah, but like, I'm gonna be honest, the success rate, for one, you gotta get a match, then y'all gotta get a link out of that shit. Then for that to go somewhere, and like, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Like, after every phase, the percentages just kind of dissipate, bro. Like, it happens.
Hey, goodbye. I know that it's supposed to be charming and like quirky, but like, if I wanted to ruin my life, you just crack open the VPN and go to steak.com. Like, it ain't that hard.
Wow.
But ain't it crazy? Some people see that. They're like, oh, you're here to ruin my life? Challenge
definitely
accepted.
not on Kick.
Let's see how bad it gets. And then they come to you like a month later in tears, head in hands, being like, bro, I just don't get it. I thought she was the one. Are you fucking serious right now, bro? Are you actually serious with me? You're telling me the girl with the bio that said, I'm here to ruin your life.
It's crushing us.
Yeah.
A housing crisis.
See, that's why I had to lower my
affects our
percentages, because I ain't gonna
Now
lie,
we
like, some
can't get
people, they really are
just
there to
didn't
ruin
go
your
well.
life.
I'm fucking shocked. Bro, it's even worse on Hinge. On Hinge, there's these prompts, and everyone has to fill them out when they're doing a profile. One of the most common ones is, my irrational fear
Men.
is blank. And all the girls, guess what they put? My irrational fear is men. If you're gonna be unoriginal,
I'm already
like,
knowing.
at least be
I'm already
unoriginal in a
knowing.
way that it's like still kind of a green flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking, my favorite show is Breaking Bad. It's like, oh, okay, that's everyone's favorite show, but you passed, I guess. But then it's like, oh, my irrational fear is men. Oh, really? I didn't see that for the past 99 profiles of different girls who wrote that. So I'm so glad that the 100th one is the same exact thing. Another very common one is, the prompt is, I'm convinced that blank. And a lot of the girls who try to be quirky end up falling into the same exact thing where it's unoriginal. They write, Helen Keller wasn't real. I'm not even that funny of a person, but I think I'm smart enough to know that.
That's the thing, a lot of... I ain't gonna lie, bro. My whole life, I probably met like 3 girls that were like genuinely funny. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. These the girls who would choose the bear over the bear over the men. I don't know what you mean by that, but something tells me that I think they choose the men. They just they're not ready for it.
If I saw someone trying a joke around like 50 times and, you know, maybe 1 out of every 50 times it gets a chuckle, I probably wouldn't add that joke to the holster. And why does everybody have the same 3 hobbies? I like hiking, dogs, tacos. Oh my god.
Or cats, bro. I be seeing
Wow,
crazy
look at you.
amount of
and when they get
cats.
movies. Whoa.
I don't know, every time it's like cats, they always got this like quirky ass personality going on, bro, where it's like their personality low-key be the fact that they have ADHD or autism or like some sort of something like that, bro. I don't know. It's just so many, like, there needs to be a study done on like parallels and like why a girl that has a cat is also a girl that just has random ass outbursts and just can't fucking sit still, bro. Like, I don't be understanding. Like, I literally don't. Like, there's no logical reason why these two things are connected, but like they just always are. I don't know.
I'm not even trying to be cynical, but like these hobbies are these like actual NPCs. Do you think people are just like afraid to put their
They always
actual
say
hobbies
they
in?
are night/party person too. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, they hate telling people that they're a night/party person. It's crazy. Like, you'll talk to people and they'll be like, nah, yeah, I don't really like doing this, and I don't go out that much, and I'm a homebody. And then, like, when you actually have genuine conversations with them, all you hear is stories about them being anywhere but home. Like why not just be honest, man? Yeah. Yeah, we're cooked, chat. I ain't gonna lie. Everyone hear Gen Z, right? Yeah, we're cooked.
like their bios and stuff because they don't want to be judged, so they're just like, they'd rather be an NPC. Because like when I'm on these apps, I'm like, oh yeah, I do YouTube videos, like that's my hobby. And if one more person puts I'm looking for my player 2 in their bio, I'm throwing my phone out the window. Now don't get me started about like the TikTok dating advice that's taken over by storm. Bro, dating advice now is the worst it's ever been. It's so bad on both sides. You know, the manosphere stuff is terrible. The TikTok, you know, girl boss stuff, terrible. Literally everything is so cooked. It's impossible to get good advice now because, you know, you ask your parents for advice. They were basically born of the Stone Ages compared to what we have now. The only way you'll possibly get good advice is from...
At this point, we just gotta let AI decide who we date, gangsta. Listen, bro. I'm down at this point, bro. Like, shit, we trying everything. We already sunk to dating apps, bro. Like, we might as well just put a bunch of names in a hat, bro. It is what it is.
Like your friend or something who you know absolutely can give the advice. I've seen these videos of girls who intentionally ghost their Tinder dates just to make a TikTok being like, this is what not to do when texting me, and it's like giving advice to the guy that they ghosted, which is like, well, you're gonna ghost him either way for the content, so like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, don't even be like actual shit that got them upset. Like, if the nigga looked good enough, you probably wouldn't even care, but like, you went into this knowing that you were gonna I don't know, bro.
You're creating a fake market. You're causing the problems to sell the solution. It's like selling water in a desert, except you made the desert. And then on the other hand, you have people like Fresh and Fit who make content where they literally tell their young male audience to make their girlfriend or the girl that they want to like them afraid of them, because the only way you can have a relationship with a woman is that she respects you out of fear. Insane. Also, I feel like half the people on these apps aren't actually there to date. They're just there for like validation. You know, they want to match with someone, and instead of thinking like, they're like, oh,
that's the other reason people get ghosted too. I ain't gonna lie. It's like when like they're on these apps for validation, they might think about the idea of maybe potentially fucking with you, but then the moment things get too real, it's like, damn, I was only here for validation, and then they stop talking to you, and like they fuck with, like I'm telling you, you get on the phone with them, and it's like, oh, they're so in love with the idea of you, and then like they realize after a while, like, yeah, I ain't even really care that much. I've seen people use AI to talk to girls, LMAO. I ain't gonna lie, I did that once just out of curiosity to see if it would actually work, and it deadass did. It deadass did. AI was cooking. Fresh and Fit don't even believe what they are saying. One of those guys don't even believe what they are saying. One of those guys got a sex worker pregnant. Okay, yeah, I seen that. I seen that shit. Nigga Fresh, bro. Yeah. I always say this about Fresh and Fit, like, I don't know. I don't think all red pill content is complete bullshit. They be dropping gems sometimes. Not Fresh and Fit though, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like Myron, he does some shit on the side where like he just looks at rappers that got arrested and went to jail and their cases and shit. That shit cool. But I don't know. I just feel like you can tell, like, I don't feel like they got bitches, bro. Like, I really don't feel like they got bitches until they started going like getting famous. Even then it was for the wrong reasons, because like you can't grow up with these perceptions of these social dynamics, bro, and like that went in your favor. Like, I don't know, I'm just not convinced that these niggas got bitches. They couldn't have. It ain't even to say that they had these fucked up ideologies, but it's like, nah, yeah, you're good looking as shit. It ain't even that. FedEx Fearless is funny, true. But like, nigga, he ain't making comedy videos. He's really trying to sell these niggas that you have to do these things to get women. And shit, I don't know if y'all ever seen a FedEx Fearless video. I reacted to that dude before. Not someone you'd want to take advice from, for sure.
Maybe I'll message them. They're like, nice. Still got it. And then they log off for weeks, you know? It feels like now more than ever, it's a game, you know? Nobody's trying to connect. They're all just like swiping, ghosting, and repeating. And honestly, I miss when you had to like awkwardly ask someone out in person. At least then you know where you stood.
Bruh.
So yeah, dating apps were supposed to make things easier, but instead they've turned us into indecisive, validation-seeking chaos gremlins. If you've managed to find love on these apps, congrats. The rest of us, we're just gonna be swiping until our thumbs give out. And yeah, I'm not even talking about hypergamy in this video because that's just like so self-evident. Like, if you're not above average looking as a guy on these apps, you are actually cooked, which is crazy. There's some stat where it's like 95% of likes go to the top like 5% of males, you know, attractiveness, which is nuts. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for this video. If you guys want a part 2, let me know down in the comments below, and I appreciate you guys watching. See you guys all in the next one. Peace.
Shit, yeah. Solid video.